Palma. Oh,
Oh, man.
that's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game. To Del Fuentes.
Oh, wow.
Delgado takes the shot and knocks it down. Malonia is open. 3-point.
My goodness!
Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Caballero has tied.
Now it's Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
For just the second time this season, the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League returns to the Bataan People's Center. Though this is the sixth time that the One Bataan Risers will defend their turf. But first, a battle between two teams on opposite spectrums here in the North Division. San Juan looks to add on to their winning run this season kalaban itong Bulacan. We're trying to climb up the cellar in the North. That's our first game, San Juan kontra Bulacan, followed by the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys versus the Imos Brotherhood. And in our main game, the One Bataan Risers will host the Davao Occidental Tigers. Magandang hapon mga kaliga. Ken Panglinan with Sedelf Tupas, and at courtside we have Miss Mika Abisamis. And Sedelf, particularly yung last two games natin involving teams in the middle of the pack na nangangailangan ng panalo ngayon.
Yeah, of course, ganda na naman ng mga games natin today. It's San Juan needs to take care of business because the Abra is right there, kasama nila, halos pareho sila ng record. Syempre, the second game will be crucial because Ilagan wants to build a winning streak after that win last Saturday. And then syempre, the last game, Bataan and Davao, halos pareho yung pwesto nila doon sa kanilang respective division. So they need a victory as well para sa kanilang kampanya because it's either a playoffs, play-in, or an early exit dito sa ating liga.
You're watching us live on the official Facebook page and YouTube channel, and also on Solar Sports every Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays starting at 6 p.m. Ngayon silipin natin ang ating team standings both in the South and the North dito sa South Division sa Delph. We're seeing, yun nga, magkadikit itong dalawang kupunan playing today, Imos and Davao Occidental.
Well, Imos at 7 and 8, a win today will really catapult them to number 10, and if Imos also wins, mauunahan nila ang Basilan. Basilan has a big game this weekend against Pangasinan. So, a lot of movement expected over the next 2 days, ang ating North Luzon swing sa ating liga. So, very, very crucial 2 days dito sa ating liga. And, sa North Division naman, ang alam natin, Bataan at number 10, they need a victory as well. Kailangan nila. Kung gusto nilang humabol doon sa Pasig. And San Juan, on the other hand, hinahabol na nila yung Abra ngayon. They're 15-1, 16-1 ng Abra, and Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Very important game as well for them. They need to catch up with Pangasinan, Pasay, and they as much as possible, you want to enter the playoffs rather than play in the play-in. Syempre, mas guaranteed ka na best of 3 series ang lalaroin mo. So, a lot of things can still happen. We are still at the midway point ng ating regular season, but very important games nonetheless.
And during the last stretch, para dito sa San Juan, they've been missing the services of Orlan Wamar. But these two guys, just practically like clockwork, itong dalawang mandalarong ito, Dexter Marquez and Mike Calisaan, just holding the fort enough para dito sa Knights.
Well, ito si Dexter Marquez and Mike Calisaan, parehong subok na players na dito sa MPBL. They've been with San Juan for quite some time. Calisaan in particular has been there over the last 3 seasons. He has led San Juan to the North Division Finals. Hindi pa sila umaabot ng National Finals. Itong core ng group ng San Juan na to. But they want to reach that goal this year. Siyempre, Dexter had 9 points against Pangasinan. Mike had 11. And it was a low-scoring affair. It was Arvin Gamboa who actually stepped up para sa kanilang kupunan. But nonetheless, yung dalawang players na to, they pretty much determined where San Juan's gonna go this season, yung kanilang performances.
And one guy who has struggled mightily to begin the season has been AC Soberano para dito sa San Juan. Struggled shooting the ball, particularly from the outside. But boy, he has really picked it up in the last few games para dito sa San Juan Knights.
Well, AC Soberano, you can count on him to deliver the goods from beyond the arc. Really good floor spacer para dito sa San Juan. Very good catch and shoot player. And syempre, he usually does not play a lot, but when he's on the floor and you give him the ball and he's wide open, I'm pretty sure he's gonna knock down shots para sa'yo. So, integral din sa success nitong Knights ang tira, ang outside shooting ni AC Soberano.
Speaking of outside shooting, yun naman ang naiaambag nitong para sa Bulacan. These two guys, both veteran players already. Ito si Marlon Monte, kakandagdag lang para dito sa Bulacan Kuyas, and he has really helped itong si JR Sumido really pick up the scoring slack para dito sa Bulacan.
Well, JR Sumido was doing a lot of heavy lifting by his lonesome early in the season. Won them a game. Ito si JR Sumido, the buzzer beater for their first win. But right now, JR has some help as Marlon Monte, the former Bulacan Kuya, returning to his roots and leading them against Mindoro. They fell short, but Marlon had 16 points on 6 of 15 shooting. And they need Marlon and JR to come up with big games all the time para may chance sila against the stronger teams sa ating liga. They do have Sam Peralta there na dinagdag sa kanilang kupunan. So we'll see how the few additions during the window will continue to help them this season.
Alright, it's San Juan versus Bulacan for our first game. Puntahan na natin si Miguel Pere for the starters.
Welcome to our first game between San Juan Knights and Bulacan Kuyas. This is the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7. Here are the starters, beginning with the MPBL Season 2 champions, San Juan Knights. Starting at guard number 26, JC Culyar. Also at guard number 1, Craniel Viloria. Playing center number 17, Aldrich Ramos. Small forward number 7, Ron Tennyson. Power forward number 15, Arvin Gamboa. The head coach for San Juan Knights is Alex Angeles. Assistant coaches, Jonathan Banal, RB Mangas, James Songpin, Nat Gregorio, Paulo Gorospe, Jigs Guadamur, and PJ Maningan. Team manager is Jun Asman. Team owner is Honorable Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Now, the starting 5 for Bulacan Kuyas. Starting at guard number 11, Aaron Acop. Also at guard number 18, Marlon Monte. Coming in at center number 21, Joseph Celso. Forward number 22, Sam Peralta. And the other forward number 13, JR Sumido. The head coach for Bulacan Kuyas is Terence Reyes, assisted by Marte Hill. Team manager is Kendall Velasco. Reference for this ball game, our crew chief, Baynard Centeno.
Starting 5 brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. San Juan begins with JC Culyar, Craniel Viloria, Aldrich Ramos, Ron Denison, and Arvin Gamboa. For Bulacan, Aaron Acop, Marlon Monte, Joseph Celso, JR Sumido, and Sam Peralta. And the battle here in the north. And for San Juan, they've picked up JC Culyar, who last played for Nueva Ecija. Sa panig naman ng Bulacan, you have there itong si Marlon Monte na kakabalik lang. Sam Peralta actually played for Davao Occidental, now finding himself playing for the Kuyas.
A good pickup para dito sa Bulacan. Ito si Sam Peralta, really solid inside operator, known for his hustle. Has a really strong inside presence. Bibigyan kanya ng 7-8 rebounds a game probably. And then a few baskets dun sa ilalim. They played for Negros last season, and then early in the season nasa Davao Occidental. So, when you're a team like Bulacan, you need every piece that you can get from that window para mapalakas ang lineup mo.
Sumido at the post, fades away, no good. Viloria grabs the rebound.
Still no Orlan Womar for San Juan. Trying to recover from an injury. Ito si Wami.
Oh, tagal-tagal na rin halos isang buwan na rin niyang wala.
And I think it could be a little longer, I believe. Yan yung balita ko sa kampo ng San Juan. Matatagalan.
The miss from Sam Peralta, rebound by Arvin Gamboa. This guy could have a more featured role on offense with the absence of Orlan Wamar. Ito si Arvin Gamboa. Has shown vast improvement in terms of decision-making, ball handling. Meanwhile, spinaroo galing kay Marlon Monte.
Marlon Monte finishing the fast break on his own. This is a guy na talagang proven scorer na dito sa MPBL.
May lisensya yan kahit saan. May green light yan si Marlon Monte. And has always been an aggressive attacker para dito sa Bulacan. Monte against Graniel Viloria. 10 on their shot clock. Sumido puts it up. Doesn't get the roll. And nagagawan pa sa bola. It ends up with Aldrich Ramos. Denison. Got blocked by Joseph Celso.
Rim protector, Joseph Celso. First block of the game. Actually, sa tuloy-tuloy na laro nito ni Joseph Celso, nakita natin na nakondisyon na rin at nahanap niya na rin yung timing niya. He's had a bunch of double-double performances this season for the Cuyas. Actually, earned the best player of the game nod against Bacolod, their second win of the season.
Definitely not the most athletic in terms of bigs, but gets the job done. Laging ayun nga, nasa 8, 9, 10 rebounds. 12 seconds sa shot clock ng Bulacan. Aaron Acop, laban kay JC Culyar. So far, San Juan has yet to score. Monte fires a free. It's good! Long three-point bomb from Marlon Monte.
Wow. Great shot there from Marlon Monte. Needed to take the shot because the shot clock was winding down. Pero if you give him space, he can knock it down.
Viloria, sweet spot, but can't finish. And Acop with a rebound. Sumido sa bandang itaas. Bounce pass palabas kay Celso. Balik kay JR. Sumido, atake. And good stop by San Juan. And Viloria is gone on the other side.
And nobody really getting back defensively for Bulacan. They just let that possession go. Hinayaan na lang nila yung San Juan na makascore doon ng easy 2 points.
Marlon Monte. Papunta kay JR Subido. Again, shot clock winding down on the Cuyas. Sumido, laban kay Gamboa. 3 seconds left. Acop has to fire. It rattles out and ball ends up with Ron Denison.
Well, pace is important here for San Juan. And just because Bulacan seems to struggle getting back in transition.
Sa pull sa mukha si JR Sumido. Monte though attacks and scores again.
He's got all of the 7 points of Bulacan. Ginamitan ng konting pektos doon because that shot was off to the left side of the rim. And that little English giving the spin papunta sa loob ng ring.
Ramos with the offensive rebound. 7-2. Cuyas with a 5-point lead. Ramos stretching the floor, knocks down that free.
Aldrich Ramos, pinapakita niya bakit kinuha siya dito ng San Juan. His veteran presence and he can stretch the floor as well. The former Gilas Pilipinas player out of Far Eastern University.
Gilas 1 yan. The original Gilas under Coach Raiko Toroman.
Ang dami nila doon, mga taga FEU.
Yes. Viloria blows the layup. And the ball will end up with Bulacan. Or, wait a minute. Magkaiba yung tawag ng dalawang referees natin. This is a 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
Aldrich Ramos. He can be utilized in a lot of situations here for San Juan, particularly pick and pop situations. No? Kaya-kaya niyang ipasok yung mga ganong tira dun sa labas.
Dalawang laban ng Bulacan, 7-5. Oh, Acop. Nasa pool doon si JC Culyar, but no whistle. Acop makes the basket. Quickly on the other side, Ron Denison, and a foul whistled on Bulacan.
JC Collier is fine. Kita na talaga no, yung intention dito ng San Juan. Tatakbo agad.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Pasok yung unang free throw ni Ron Denison, also a former FEU Tamaraw. In his 4th consecutive season with San Juan, knocks down both free throws. 9-7, Coach Alex Angeles at the helm so far. A good start for the Knights. 9-7, 2-point lead by Bulacan. Acop, tightly guarded by Culyar. Aaron Acop inside, can't convert. Ramos grabs another rebound. Bit sloppy here to begin the ball game itong San Juan Knights.
Okay, Viloria, case of butterfingers para sa kanya.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Pop, personal karaoke speaker, everyday karaoke.
It's an easy two para kay Kenyo Viloria. Nobody getting back in transition para dito sa Bulacan.
Peralta recovers but did not have enough strength to put up that shot. Instead, they gave an opportunity for Denison, who can't finish. Sumido magbababa for Bulacan. JR, this time guarded by Culyar. Peralta fires a free, rolls out. Battle for the rebound, and it will go to the Knights. Nico Panganiban and John Galinato coming in for the San Juan Knights. Benedictos, isa din yan sa mga nadagdag during the window.
Ang bilis ng palitan na action dito. You didn't realize almost 6 minutes, more than 6 minutes have gone by in this ball game. And hindi rin makalayo pa. In fact, naghahabol pa yung San Juan dito against Bulacan.
Culyar in the paint, naagawan. Benedictos, Monte, they have the numbers. Marlon Monte sidesteps his way to the basket. Marlon Monte with 7 early points.
And this is what I'm talking about. You cannot overlook Bulacan right now with all the additions that they have on their team. Medyo mas mahirap na ito kalabanin, itong team na to. Do have some weapons there, in particular this guy right here, Marlon Monte. He has returned and he has revitalized this Bulacan attack.
One of the OGs dito sa MPBL. Very first season played for Bulacan.
Yan, kasabay niya sila Shaq Taganas doon. Saka James Martinez.
Yes. Sa bandal. Gets past Espiritu. Galinato. Catch and shoot. No good. Benedictos grabs the board for Bulacan.
Anong may kalisaan as well, oh. Ito sa simula. In the first quarter, usually comes in, usually starts. Kasi may kalisaan.
Pumawas. Laban kay Galinato. Tough shot off the back iron.
I'm really impressed that he was able to get an attempt off.
Pinagpag lang ni Galinato yung depensa doon ni Humawas.
Yeah, good show of strength there galing kay Galinato. Ginamitan muna ng konting katawan para may usog itong si Humawas. Para makakaroon ng spasyo para maipasok ang tira na yon using the glass.
Sabelina, turnaround jumper, left it short. Hugnatan, siya na magbababa dito. Sa bandal. Joem using that Hugnatan pick. Reynel, stop short, did not roll all the way to the paint.
Masyadong malapit yun.
Oo.
Masyadong malapit yun at mahirap umanggulo kasi usually boarding ang tira ni Papa Ray.
Nakabingwit pa siya na offensive rebound ulit para sa San Juan. 1:40 left in the first period. Galinato. Palabas yung pasa kay Reynel Hugnatan. Sabla yung tira sa labas. Espiritu.
Alam mo ba yung ano dito ngayon? Yung nangyayari dito sa Bataan People's Center. Lagi. It always feels like the rim has a cover. Medyo
Mahirap sumut.
Oo, mahirap makashoot dito. More than any other MPBL venue. And that has been proven time and time again. Nahihirapan ng mga teams makashoot dito.
Bakit dapat ba may arc ba sa tira?
Oo,
Para,
kasi medyo matigas yung ring eh. Lumalaban.
Oo.
Dita mo ngayon, Bulacan shooting 33%, San Juan only 23%.
Sa Bandal, got fouled while taking that 3-point shot.
Yun yung sinasabi nilang walang awa yung ring.
Oo.
Dito yun. Dito yun.
Of course, that's part of the challenges all the MPBL teams face. Siyempre, paiba-iba ng venue. Rim sa Bandal at the line. Ito yung gusto ko sa San Juan eh. Yung mga acquisitions nila from the collegiate ranks. Very low-key pero very fit sa gusto nilang gawin.
Join sa Bandal out of Adamson, really known as a really good defender dun sa backcourt.
Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Sila ni Royce Alforque,
Oo.
AJ Royo also there.
I think they
Release
released
na.
AJ
Oo.
Royo. Pero ang importante dito, guys like sa Bandal, they do not command the ball.
Yun.
Ayun yung importante. And still, there's an emphasis that this is still Orlan Wamar's team. Pero, you can be a really good complementary piece to Orlan Wamar and the rest of the Knights. No? Maganda yung, parang yun yung message eh.
Yeah.
Dito, we will allow you to, we will, give you freedom, but you will really play a role, and that, I think, is more on the defensive side.
Even with John Galinato and Michael Malonzo last season, that's been the theme. Meanwhile, Sabelina with a deuce.
Yeah, nice breakdown move there galing kay Espiritu, attacking the long closeout from Papa Ray Hugnatan before finding Sabelina inside the paint for the 2 points.
Isa din yan, galing Arellano yan, si Marlon Espiritu. Foul whistled on Bulacan. Benedictos called for that foul. Just the 14th foul though against the Cuyas. 12.2 seconds remaining. San Juan just trailing by 1 point here. Sa Bandal, Galinato puts it on the deck. The pass to Marquez intercepted by Espiritu.
Yeah, like the effort being shown here by Bulacan on the defensive end. They are up by 1.
Galinato, quick catch and shoot. It's good, just to beat the buzzer.
Galinato hitting the 3 just in time. There's a lapse there on the inbound para dito sa Bulacan Cuyas. Hindi nila na-locate ang shooter na si John Galinato. They were too preoccupied with Papa Ray Hugnatan. Humawas needed to close out long to the corner and could not make it in time. Galinato knocks down the 3 as San Juan takes the lead at the end of 1, 15-13 dito sa Bataan People's Center.
Back at the Bataan People's Center in Balanga, Bataan for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis. Coach Alex Angeles and the rest of the San Juan Knights have had a roller coaster situation in terms of being on top. Losun Nueva Ecija, won against Pangasinan. Nakita daw nila dyan kung ano ba talaga ang mga kailangan nila against strong contenders. But now that they have somewhat filled up some missing pieces, Coach Alex feels more confident, but to be clear, not completely confident just yet. They are trying to gain chemistry with Colliar and Ramos while they play against Bulacan and QC next. next. But he gave a special mention sa dulo ng buwan na to towards the start of August when they face the rest of the big guns. First up, he said, the Iligan Isabela Cowboys at the end of the month, a team that has improved their lineup daw. Then after that, meron siyang Pampanga and Abra. Sabi ko, Coach, anong gusto mo pang ayusin talaga? Sabi niya, Mika, masaya ako Kumbaga sa sasakyan ko, so far maganda naman ang takbo. Wala na masyadong gagawin pa. Pero biro din niya, ang ginawa ko na lang, kaming coaches, sa kagustuhan namin na magpakita rin ng good chemistry sa team, nagkaroon kami ng running date. Bilang mga dating players din, balik kondisyon lang ba? Hence, kung makikita nyo, meron sila ngayong mga terno na rubber shoes. Yung buong coaching staff bumili daw ng pare-parehong rubber shoes. Pero sabi niya sa akin kanina, Mika, medyo na-challenge kami dito sa Bulacan, sa Delphin Ken.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Sana all.
Gusto ko yan. Malambot sa paayan. Malambot sa paayan. Alam mo naman tayo ngayon, ano na tayo? Comfort over, ano na tayo? Style.
Siyempre.
Not that it's not stylish, okay? But, there are different ways to build a team, build chemistry, build camaraderie, and one of those is, uso kasi ngayon yung mga run club
Oo.
So yung mga San Juan Knights running club. Ito ba yung mga ilalaban sa Rockwell running club? na sikat ngayon? Iba-iba yung San Juan. Kilala sila as a running team.
Yeah.
So kailangan sumabay din yung mga coaches.
Parang
Buti na hindi ako kasama doon.
Magandang idea nga para sa atin sana yan Sa Belina, fires are free. No good.
Wala nang oras sa ibang bagay Ano pa
Yun
kaya?
nga But
Gusto mo ba kasama si Ton tumakbo?
kaya pa nito. Ha?
Isa lang ang tatakbuhan ni Ton, no? Alam mo mga problema niya. Kailangan na pareho kami.
Patay tayo dyan. But in all seriousness though, yung great awareness of Coach Alex, acknowledging that they have something really working, but yung long picture yung tinitignan niya dito sa Delphi.
Well, this is a coach who's reached the almost the top of the MPBL with Bacoor. He led them to that South Division Finals appearance in Season 5, losing to Pampanga in the finals. So, alam niya kung, he knows what it takes to reach that. And pretty much, pag napagdaanan mo na kasi, alam mo na rin yung gagawin mo, and there's some lessons learned along the way. And he sees this in the San Juan team. I think with regards to rosters, kita natin na ang Abra talaga nagpalakas. Sila sa San Juan, not a lot of movement. Only 2 players picked up during the window, but I think these players are going to make a big impact para sa kanila. Very underrated ang signing, and point guards were really a prime, really a premium during the window, and they got one of the better point guards that was available in JC Colliar. Malaking bagay para sa kanila, lalo na wala si Orlan Mamar ngayon na injured siya ngayon.
Steady as they come. Ito si JC Colliar as someone got teed up.
Faking a foul. They've been calling this. Last night we had June Manzo also called for faking a foul.
At ang bigat nun because on the ensuing possession, actually in the second quarter, natuhog din siya doon.
Yeah, natawagan ng sportsmanlike behavior. Medyo madali nga naman yung pagbagsak ni Joem sa bandal. Try a little harder next time.
2 minutes gone by here in the second period. Susugod sana si Espiritu, nawala sa kanya yung bola. Sabelina, no good on that jumper. 19-16.
Gotta be impressed with the way Bulacan has been moving the ball and the intensity that they're playing at right now. Dexter Marquez, medyo nautakan na si Maclean Sabelina doon. Masyadong malapit sa kanya. Tinirahan niya na lang. Nakakuha siya ng foul.
Marlon Monte comes back into the game, had 7 points in the first quarter. Dexter Marquez babalik para dito sa San Juan.
When you say that, dadalhin nitong may Kalisaan duo ang San Juan. They were the missing link in last season's North Division Finals. And that's the reason why I think hindi sila umabot na National Finals.
This video brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
And also because of a guy named Justin Baltasar na talagang pinahirapan itong San Juan that last season.
Sila pa nga, #1 last year. Pampanga just able to sweep them again in the North Division Finals.
They did win the regular season matchup though against Pampanga with Orlan Wamar leading the way.
Sabelina, catch and shoot. Espiritu gives them another possession. Sumido, way off the mark. Galinato, nakabuelo. Galinato, all the way. Got fouled.
Ang pangalawa na yan on McLean Sabelina.
So returning in the MPBL, McLean Sabelina.
And this is a big difference when you played Bulacan early in the season. Right now, they have better depth. You know, Sabelina leaves the floor, pero Sam Peralta, a really solid role player, comes in, returns to the floor. Parang hindi ka rin masyadong, hindi rin masyado damdam yung pag-drop ng quality, kumbaga, ng player.
Oh, may ceiling na din itong front court nitong Bulacan. John Galinato, 1 of 2 at the line. San Juan just up by 6, 22-16. Under 7 minutes left here in the second frame. Aaron Acop. Galinato tightly guarding him. Acop gets inside the paint but can't score.
Halos parehong laro ito eh. Acop tsaka Galinato. May konting hawig din yung mukha.
Pwede.
Pwede, no?
Subido gets it to Monte. Fires a free. Can't get it to go. Galinato with the board. John Galinato. Kick out pass. Sabandal. Quick catch and shoot from downtown. No good. Villapando nasa loob na rin para sa San Juan Knights.
Yeah, Knights shooting just 26% from the field.
Great cut. Sabandal. Kick out. Villapando. High arcing free. Celso clears it for Bulacan.
And Celso with his 4th rebound of the game.
Averaging 9.1 rebounds this season. Galinato ran out of space at bola babalik sa Bulacan Cuyas.
Na binibigyan talaga ng opportunities dito ni Coach Alex. Ang kanyang mga players, guys like Ubalde are now getting some time on the floor. Sean Jackson is also made an appearance here.
The resident San Juan Knight, Joseph Ubalde.
Kulang na, statwa yung patayo dun sa San Juan para dito kay Joseph Ubalde.
Pero nung stretch na wala si Renel Hugnatan, maganda yung naging minutes ni Joseph Ubalde.
Oh, dalawa sila actually ni Kuya Jeff Tajonera.
Yeah. Marquez, same spot for Villapando. Same result, a miss. Sa ilalim, Dexter Marquez with a basket off that offensive rebound.
The right place at the right time para kay Dexter Marquez. Been doing work there inside the paint. Libreng-libre si Villapando doon, and then nobody boxing out Marquez, and that's an easy 2 plus the foul for Dexter, who will shoot the bonus when we return. May timeout ang Bulacan. San Juan ahead by 8.
Head of Security Rudy Distrito head of operations, Emma Oreta. And so far, itong San Juan, they have outscored itong Bulacan 11-4. Actually, tama, 11-4 in this quarter. 5 minutes and 13 seconds left. If you just tuned in, lumamang una itong Bulacan Cuyas with that strong start by Marlon Monte. But San Juan slowly but surely nakabalik dito sa larong ito.
Yeah, particularly Dexter Marquez making his presence felt with 8 points in the ballgame. Galinato has 6 off the bench.
Traveling laban dito sa Bulacan.
The interesting 5 here for San Juan. Tahonera, Ubalde, Gamboa, Jackson, and Villapando. And guess who's bringing the ball down? Marvin Gamboa is playing point forward.
Tahonera. Aba, siya yung nagpasa kay Gamboa. Reversal of roles there, setting up Arvin for the deuce.
That's a great pass. Galing kay Jeff Tahonera. All these years playing in the MPBL. Is very much familiar with the way that his teammates move and play here. And Marlon Monte, he's not done yet. 12 points para kay Marlon Monte, 12 of the 19 of Bulacan.
7-point lead. Ubalde took his time and scored underneath the basket.
Ba, okay na sabi ni Senator Jinggoy. Nakascore na si Ubalde.
Pero biro yung minutes niya nung wala si Rene Lugnatan, hindi yun garbage time. Those were important minutes.
No. I think he's a capable player here in the MPBL. And look at Villapando fly there para sa fast break layup and first double-digit lead of the game for San Juan.
13-19. It's now a 17-7 run para dito sa San Juan. Celso answers with a triple for the Bulacan Cuyas.
Bulacan hanging in there. Ayaw din magpahuli nitong Cuyas. Expectation dito for San Juan, really when you face Bulacan, na mananalo itong San Juan. Pero Bulacan giving them a lot of problems here in the early goings of the game.
Subido got blocked by Ken Villapando.
Villapando doing it all, leading the break here.
Jackson glides in for the layup.
Who would have thought that this 5 on the floor, ito pa yung tatakbo para dito sa San Juan. Pero yun na nga, with Gamboa and Villapando pushing, and Jackson also doing a terrific job defensively, mukhang ito pa yung magbibigay ng malaking advantage sa San Juan.
Great pass though. Peralta libreng-libre sa ilalim.
And Marlon Monte again making things happen for Bulacan, threading the needle with that assist para kay Sam Peralta.
Assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. At San Juan, hihiling muna ng timeout. They're still ahead by 8 points, 32-24. We'll be back after this short break. These are the next 3 games of the San Juan Knights on July 12. Kalaban ng Quezon City Galleries Taipan. 17th of July versus the Manila Batang Quiapo. And ito yung tinatarget nilang matchup, no? On July 26, they will face off against the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys.
That's in Zamboanga City as well. And this is the play of the game.
Brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Yan yung problema dito for San Juan. They are struggling with players getting back in transition.
Jackson can't finish though. Bulacan just hanging around, down by 8. Nasundutan nga lang si Marlon Monte, but lucky break for Bulacan. Gamboa unable to contain it.
Yeah, I like that. Itong si Coach Alex Angeles is trusting Arvin Gamboa with ball handling responsibilities.
Boy, Monte, that had a good line. Babalik sa kanilang bola. Monte this time drives and scores.
He is a walking bucket. Itong si Marlon Monte. And much like J.R. Sumido, this time though may degree of difficulty itong mga galaw ni Marlon Monte. He's not the most athletic,
Yeah.
but you know he really knows what to do with the ball in his hands.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X Play on the go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
You see the effort there from Sumido. Nalampasan na siya, hindi niya nahinabol. Okay na.
Nakalipad na eh. Ken Villapando sablay yung unang tira from the free throw line. This is just a 6-point ball game.
Yung galaw ni Marlon Monte, ito yung tito mo on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Na akala mo, you know, does not really look the part. No, not the most athletic. Okay, pero pagkasabay mo sa court, alam mong gagawa at gagawa pag nasa kanya yung bola. Ganyan yan si Marlon Monte.
14 points already for Marlon Monte, and he looks in better shape. And
Oh, absolutely.
here he is.
Ano may halong marami may shooting siya.
Oo.
And halos yung galaw niya is medyo may pagka-kontra-tiyempo, which makes it difficult to defend Marlon Monte. But defensively though, the Bulacan Kuyas unable to stop San Juan.
Aaron Akop left it short from downtown.
Not the best shot to take there, Akop.
Ito pa rin yung 5 ni Coach Alex Angeles. No natural point guard. Tahonera, bagyang na libre para sa 3. Monte secures the rebound.
That looked good.
Monte goes right at Jeff Tahonera. Ooh. Tahonera at Marlon Monte nagkakiskisan ng bahagya doon.
Relax lang tayo. And syempre, they have to keep Marlon Monte quiet now itong San Juan, because he's been, you know, toying with their defense, you know, since the opening whistle.
His best scoring average was back in Season 3 with Nueva Ecija, 10.2 points. Shooting 35%, but dito, no, although small sample size pa lang naman tayo, 15.5 points today, already with 15.
Nag-Nueva Ecija pa pala to si Marlon Monte. No? Kasama siguro nun sila Justin Arana noong time na yon.
Season 3. I think yung ano pa nila, yung jersey pa nila, yung green, di ba?
Oh, yung that was the time when may time noon na yung Nueva Ecija may mga nagbabus. Nagdadala ng bus papunta ng game. No, marami silang fans.
Yeah. Under a minute remaining here in the second period. 6-point lead for the San Juan Knights. Oh, great pass from Arvin Gamboa to a cutting Joseph Ubalde.
That's just smart from Arvin Gamboa.
Umawas, way off.
What a luxury to have, no? To see Arvin Gamboa, that size and that vision, the ability to find the open man. And, you know, really the IQ na kaya niyang ma-execute ang mga plays dito for San Juan.
Umawas, attacks. Can't convert. Chance for San Juan.
Bulacan already over the limit. Not sure what Humaas was trying to do there, because he could have held back and taken the last shot of the half.
This is the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
If you're not, focused and connected, when you play a team like San Juan that executes very well, ganun yung nangyayari.
Chance to end the half up by double digits for the San Juan Knights, but Villapando missing the free throw. Still enough time for Bataan to put up a shot from half court. Aaron Akop, and that's gonna do it here in the first 2 quarters. And San Juan holding on to this lead, although Bulacan doing much better, especially at the start. Marlon Monte was scintillating in that first half, but this trio holding the fort para dito sa San Juan.
Marquez, Galinato, and Gamboa combining for 18 points. That's just 2 more than the score of Marlon Monte, who had 16 in the first half. San Juan are really relying on their running game. Bulacan has struggled to get back to in defending those transition opportunities for San Juan, and that's the reason why the Knights are up by 9 at the end of the first half.
I came from nothing. Just a small boy from streets of General Santos City. No shoes, no food, no chance, just a dream in my heart. From flyweight to junior middleweight, 8 divisions. Thank you. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang bawat Pilipinong nangangarap at lumalaban. This is our victory. This is our story, and the best is yet to come.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya's. That is the most spectacular one-punch shot of Manny Pacquiao's incredible career. And he fights his way off and goes down again. Straight left hand for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? Manny Pacquiao is a storm. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he finds the straight left hand. And there's the punching down. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao. Landing with both right and left hand. This is why we use the word sensation.
MPBL. That just speaks a lot to how he's been performing here. Hindi niya sasayangin to.
Santos with a throwdown. Dennis Santos with a highlight two-handed jam here in the third. Throwdown galing kay Dennis Santos. He had a handful of highlight dunks last season.
Yeah. You mentioned Sidelf earlier. You brought up.
Oh! 12 points in the game, and all the way from near half court, Kit Jimenez, 4 of 4 from beyond the arc, trying to steal the thunder from King Destacamento in the quarter. Fight Kit, please.
Second remaining from half court! We were talking about him, Coach Mike. My goodness,
Oh, wow.
Jethro Escoto.
Boy, what a shot made by Escoto.
Hindi ko man kasing tangkad si Richard at si Russell, pero meron ako nito.
Oo, ang bigat ng pagkakabitaw niya na yun. Almost, fading going left and still enough to kiss it on the glass.
The rebound. Both teams still with a timeout remaining. Manalang with the rock. Defended by Santos. Jerome bites on the fake. Manalang for three. Gets the basket to go. It bounces off the rim.
Yun ang mabigat doon. Hindi lang nakashoot itong passing. 3 points pa ang kanilang ibinigay. Which means, on our side, the chances of overtime lumiit.
It looks bleak right now.
Right?
But
But
his energy could be infectious for the
Oh,
last
wow,
2
what a
minutes.
pass.
What a pass! Oh! De Leon, the recipient of that unworldly assist from Keanu Caballero.
What a pass by Keanu Caballero. Guy, he found De Leon. Si Keanu talaga, ibang klase mga pasa. Risky, pero pag lumusot, ang ganda.
Wilson gets it to Robbie Celis, but what a catch and what a finish! And a foul! What a play from the heart and soul of this Nueva Ecija team, Robbie Celis. The smarts and the skill right here. Dalawang veterano na combine doon, Javi.
Exactly. You gotta credit the pass to John Wilson. The presence of mind to get it to Robbie Celis, who got good position right there.
Against his Salem. Rocky, 8 seconds. Now Chito, 5 seconds. Jaime lost the ball. Tamayo to Manalang, the runner from Robbie! Robbie Manalang with another clutch basket. This time against Valenzuela, it's a 7-point lead for Pasig City with 48 seconds remaining.
From Adamson to the MPBL, Robbie Manalang has broken a lot of hearts with clutch baskets just like that.
Buluto. Sumang with 5 seconds to work with. The dance, the pass, Sena, the three. Ho, ho, ho. Wow! May konting sayaw, and then the three ball just in time to beat the shot clock. 13-point lead, the biggest in the ball game.
What a move here by Roy Sumang. And then Sena was asking for it because he felt that mismatch. He had Ochea on him. He felt that he could have taken him on the post. But Sumang set him up for that three-point shot.
Andrews comes away with the loose ball. Here comes Ashton Andrews. Andrews lays it in.
Welcome to the Ashton Andrews highlight reel.
Ashton Andrews providing the hustle, the energy, and the bucket here late in the third period. He will not be denied in this play, Javi.
Getting past Kaduyak there, and then the sidestep on the gather by Ashton Andrews. Two highlight plays. One quarter para kay Ashton Andrews. Formento has Kanyal on him. Crossover, pull up. Formento knocks it down!
Ano sabi mo kanina? Ang lamig. Di ba? Ang lamig. Umuulan. Ang lamig. Ano ang dapat mong gawin? Tanungin natin si Formento. Hindi. Tignan na lang natin. Between the legs, a little up fake cross, that quick pull-up. No, yung quick pull-up after the cross was enough para, mapaslight, backpedal itong si depensa ni Kanyal, and nothing but bottom. What a big-time shot.
This guy, he has embraced the big moments para sa Valenzuela this season.
At the half, it's a 9-point lead for San Juan over Bulacan, 37-28. And Bulacan was the one who got things started with a 5-0 Marlon Monte run. Pero agad naman nakabawi yung San Juan. And actually, inunti-unti lang nila itong kalamangan ng Bulacan. And just able to pull away late in the second quarter.
Oo, pero kahit papano, you see a lot of positive signs with Bulacan, the way they've been moving the ball, the intensity is so much better compared to their last games. And ang maganda dito is that yung depth nila, nakikita na natin, no? Ang bunga ng kanilang mga activity during the free agency window. But there's still a few things that they need to really work on. And, nakikita natin that naging madali for San Juan ang pagkuha ng puntos dun sa dulo ng second quarter. And kita natin, lamang ang San Juan in rebounding and second chance points. And, hindi ko alam kung hanggang saan kayang isustain itong Bulacan ang kanilang performance nito na kahit papano nakakasabay sila with the San Juan Knights and their, running game.
Bulacan, obviously Marlon Monte scoring more than half of their points, 16 of their 28 in the first half. And let's see, like you mentioned, if they could put up some fight some more here in the second half.
Tingnan natin, especially Marlon Monte, kung paano siya babantayan dito ng San Juan. They do go, they take the ball out of his hands because, the way he's been torching them, medyo mahirap nga itong sitwasyon nila.
Bulacan will get first dibs dito sa ating third quarter. Marlon Monte, Gino Humawas, Joseph Celso, Marlon Monte, and J.R. Sumido. Espiritu drives using his offhand. Can't get it a goal. Veloria tracks it down for San Juan. Puljar, Veloria, Dexter Maiquez, Ron Denison at Aldrich Ramos para sa San Juan Knights.
Well, only Royce Alforque ang hindi nakalaro in that first half. Actually, ito si AC Soberano has not been activated for this ball game. We spoke about him during the pre-game. Hindi pa siya pala na-activate dito. So, ang dami na ring options dito para kay Coach Alex.
Yeah. Maiquez, put back.
And that's been the story of the game para dito kay Dexter Maiquez. Second chance opportunities para sa kanya. Working hard on the offensive glass. That's his fourth offensive rebound of the game. And that's his 8th rebound overall. That's 10 points now para kay Dexter Maiquez after that stick back.
Sablay nga lang yung free throw, but 11 puntos ulit ang lamang ng San Juan, their biggest so far. Humawas, no good. 9th rebound for Dexter Maiquez. Denison sets his feet, launches, rolls out. Maiquez already with a double-double.
And again, 12 rebounds now para kay Dexter Maiquez. 12 points and 10 rebounds para sa kanya, including 5 offensive rebounds.
Plus 14 ang San Juan Knights in second chance points. Sumido short. Dennis on the rebound. Pasad sila ni Ramos. Aldrich Ramos. Can't finish.
And that's what I'm talking about with this rim here. Medyo palaban ang ring dito sa Bataan People's Center.
Kailangan sureball. At early timeout by the Bulacan Cuyas. And this lead increased to its biggest at 13 points, 41-28. Nanatiling namamayagpag itong si Dexter Maiquez para dito sa San Juan Knights.
Yeah, really nobody putting a body on Dexter Maiquez. And he's worked extremely hard dun sa ilalim to grab those offensive rebounds. Even Joseph Celso's a decent rebounder of the basketball cannot prevent si Dexter Maiquez going after those offensive rebounds. And he's been the main difference here for San Juan in this matchup against Bulacan.
Sumido atake. Hasn't really shot it well from the field today. Tracks it down for Bulacan. Bola na agaw ni Viloria. Graniel free for the transition layup.
And that almost went out. Because masyado malakas. Pero kahit paano may awa ang ring doon. Marlon Monte continues to score dito para sa Bulacan.
Matching his jersey number in terms of output, 18 points. Humawas, slight fake. He drives at nakasungkit ng foul laban kay Ron Denison.
And Denison claiming that he only had his hand up against Gino Humawas. But great anticipation here from Craniel Viloria. One of the steals leaders last season with Rizal.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners.
Parang ang hirap pa rin, no? Have you covered here?
Nung game announcer ako, nandito
okay,
ako.
Okay. But I think it's just difficult. It's just distracting to be seeing your face so
Kaya
big on the LED.
Exactly.
Every time.
So pag home game mamaya ng Bataan, sa second half, dun nakaharap
Yeah.
yung kalaban nila mamaya, Davao
Or
Occidental.
usually, it's Bataan who's there. Depende din yan eh. But Andres Ramos has 5 points, all coming from the perimeter. And you'll see Andres Ramos always had that soft touch
Oh yeah.
for a big man.
Sumino, nakabutas galing sa labas. Bulacan just hanging around, down by 12. Aldrich Ramos though.
I like the activity from the veteran, Andres Ramos. A very subdued, look galing kay Aldrich Ramos, but kaya masaya ako pag nakikita ko naganado siya eh.
Assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Yeah, a lot of oomph this time around para dito kay Aldrich Ramos today. Medyo slow start siya in their game against Pasig. But is slowly picking himself up para dito sa San Juan.
That's a good sign for San Juan. He has half of the season to get sharper and be a crucial figure in their push for a championship this season.
48-35. Marquez, skip pass. Denison fires a free. Off the mark. Kanina pa nakaka-rebound at nakaka-putback. Ito si Dexter Marquez.
Marquez again, 6th offensive rebound, 14 points in the game.
Monte nakapwesto. Celso there for the stick back as well.
I like the pace that this game has been played. 5 points now para dito kay Celso. And with every basket of San Juan, I think Bulacan is hardly bothered. They want to push as well. Get their opportunities na hindi pa nakaset itong depensa ng San Juan.
And what you like now about Bulacan is yung body language very different now compared to before nung they were really struggling when they were still searching for their very first win. Yung ngayon, iba na yung ginagalaw nila
may times that it's just the second or third quarter na parang alam nilang matatalo na sila. Na parang wala na silang gana. And body language says a lot when you're playing basketball, actually. Pag di ka napapasahan, ano kaya yung body language mo? Pag frustrated ka, ano yung body language mo? And then, things that you have to navigate during the course of the game.
.37, 5 minutes and 40 seconds left here. Ron Denison, the reverse will work.
Not much resistance there defensively. As Ron Denison got the reverse to drop against Celso.
15-point lead for the Knights. Humawas attacks and draws a foul.
And still, you have to give credit to Bulacan for just putting a lot of pressure sa depensa ng San Juan. This was the move earlier from Ron Dennison. Little hesitation move. And froze Celso for a bit, and then he got the step and used the rim to protect that layup from
Yep.
getting blocked.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. And with the certain additions para dito sa Bulacan, Gino was might just open up a little bit more. Yung addition ni Marlon Monte, Maclin Sabelina even could dahil ano to eh, he's really known to be an aggressive attacker to the basket. Ito si Gino Humawas.
Umaga slasher.
Oh, slasher talaga. 3-point shot ni Denison Mintes. Humawas, great outlet. Monte has Culyar to beat, and he scores plus a foul.
Another great move galing kay Marlon Monte. Very nonchalant as he was able to get that basket to drop. Great forward pass. Galing kay Gino Humawas, right on the money. Ang maganda pa doon is that Monte, dahil sa ganda ng pasa nito ni Humawas, nagkaroon agad ng advantage ito si Marlon Monte on JC Culyar as he completes this 3-point play. May 21 points na siya.
Babasa 11 puntos ha. Actually 10 na lang ang lamang dito ng San Juan, 52-42. Ramos blows the layup, but he gets it back. And 2 more plus a foul.
Up to double digits now, Aldrich Ramos. Okay din pala pagpawisan paminsan-minsan. Aldrich Ramos right here, not giving up. Natawa siya because he missed that close range shot.
10 points, 3 rebounds for Aldrich Ramos. Loaded tong lineup nila dati sa FEU eh. Sila nila Kawaling, Baroka, R.R. Garcia, Real Cervantes.
No, mga panahon na nagko-cover tayo niyan ng UAA.
Oo. Next year Marquez naman, galing Baste.
No, medyo sa dulo ito ng ng Sebastian yung pinatubo trio.
Oo. Medyo na-overshadow siya doon nung nung tatlo eh. Pascual, Abueva, and Sangalang. But he was always a serviceable player para sa San Juan. Meanwhile, ito naman, galing Arellano, Marlon Espiritu with an aggressive drive to the basket.
A terrific move from galing kay Marlon Espiritu. Not giving up as he picks up the loose ball and then uses that spin cycle to get past Dennison.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. And Marlon Espiritu. Free throw shooting maganda para dito sa Bulacan. Naku, nabati ko. But before that, 75%. 13-point lead, Marquez sa ilalim. Dexter Marquez just padding up his stats. 18 points and 13 rebounds.
And what a performance so far. Galing kay Dexter Marquez.
15-point lead. Culyar, no. Humawas, papunta kay Marlon Monte. Oh, Monte! With an aggressive drive again. Count it, plus a foul.
He just knows what to do. Marlon Monte, very calculating on this move. Uses that stutter step to really just, gather himself, and then finds the angle past Dexter Marquez. Yun lang ang butas na kailangan niyang daanan.
Oo.
That was the only space available for him, and he was able to find his way there before banking in the layup, and he is now at the line for another 3-point play opportunity.
There's just something. Well, before that, maibalita muna tayo kay Miss Mika Abisamis.
Dexter Marquez, one of the most quiet players of the league off the court but clearly making a lot of noise here today, ay nagkwento sa akin today guess what? Sila pala ni McLean sa Belina ay very close. Even their wives, ano? Magkasama sila sa 3x3 sa Meralco. Sabi niya, happy ako, nakabalik na siya dito. Had a stint with Zamboanga and Bacolod. Sabi niya, swerte ang Bulacan. Napakasipag niya. At nakausap ko rin ito si McLean. Mentioned na matagal nga daw siyang nawala. Naging vlogger, nag-business. Sabi niya, ang daming options sa buhay. Pwedeng mas ikayaman, pero basketballista talaga ako. Ito talaga ang buhay ko. Kaya naman when he got a call from Bulacan, di siya nagdalawang isip. One of his best friend is playing against him today. No? Mula noon hanggang ngayon daw, matibay pa rin talaga ang samahan nila. Sabi niya, kahit nasa kwentuhan, ako lang talagang nagsasalita. Tagatawa lang yan si Dex. Pero ang bonding nila, paglaro para sa pamilya at colored hair. Hindi lang masyadong halata yung kay Dex. Ken and Sidel.
Maraming salamat, Mika.
Ang question, sino ang nagkukulay ng mga buhok nila? mukhang kailangan kong alamin kasi mukhang okay itong kulay nung kay McLean ngayon.
Pang may balak ka pa.
Never too late to be groovy.
Never mo ba na kayo magpakulay na po?
Never.
Pareho tayo.
Although meron may mga puti-puti na konti So, sa stress yan. Pero syempre, the bonds go beyond basketball. But syempre, it starts with basketball as well. Para kay McLean and Dexter, such a nice story to have. Yung mga relationships dito ng mga players natin. There's around 30 teams times 20, let's say. It's around 600 players in the MPBL.
Ganun kadami, no? Hindi natin akalain mag-best friend pala itong dalawang to as si Nico Panganiban, supin and scores San Juan with a 14-point lead.
Pero dyan lang din naglalaro yung lamang nitong San Juan because of Marlon Monte and some of his teammates there just trying to keep in step.
Monte against John Galinato. Inside, Sabelina with a gorgeous reverse layup.
Again, Marlon Monte, pagod na siya ngayon, but kita mo kung paano niya na-manipulate yung depensa doon ni Galinato before getting it to Sabelina. That's just absolutely sensational. A really strong offensive player ito si Marlon Monte.
Nathan could not get the floater to drop. Manganiban, muntik ng tinamaan yung laptop.
Kailangan unahin natin yan. Tingnan mo yung galaw dito ni Marlon Monte.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game at 1xBet.
What I like about that is that si McLean Sabelina himself also made himself available sa pasa na yun ni Marlon Monte.
Bulacan just within striking distance. Behind by 12. Aaron Acop puts it up, puts it in from downtown.
The first time I saw Aaron Acop when he made his debut for Bulacan, I was already impressed at the way he is able to move on the court and his ability to put the ball in the hoop. That time, it's another dimension to his game. But Joim Samandal, ang bilis naman ang sagot para sa San Juan.
Bawi agad Balik sa 12 puntos yung lamang nitong San Juan. Aaron Acop had a good line but off the mark. 70 seconds remaining in the third period. Hugnatan sa bandang itaas. Binigay muna kay Joem Sabandal. Sabandal drives, too strong on the layup. Acop nagmamadali para sa Bulacan. Acop, ball poked loose by John Galinato. Numbers for the Knights. Panganiban, great teamwork there. Executed well by the San Juan Knights.
Textbook fast break there para sa Knights. Finished by Sabandal. But back the other way. Ang bilis din ang sagot ng Bulacan. And this is just a 12-point lead, honestly. So kahit anong mangyari pa dito to close out the third quarter, Bulacan has a chance. One big run can make things even more interesting in this ball game.
Hugnatan wala. Second serving by Reynel is good. Apare going to work.
That's his first basket of the game.
Time winding down in the third. Aaron Acop Leaning right, taking that free and making it. To end the quarter on a strong note para dito sa Bulacan Kuyas.
Yeah, Bulacan playing perhaps their best game of the season against the former champions, the San Juan Knights.
Highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
And Marlon Monte leading the charge para dito sa Bulacan Kuya. San Juan continue to find ways to score, particularly Dexter Marquez crashing the offensive glass and getting second chance opportunities. But what about Marlon Monte? Tuloy-tuloy ang pagbulusok ni Marlon Monte. Is already surpassed his career high of 23 points. And Bulacan only down by 11 going into the fourth.
Gixer fan of the game, born for greatness. It's nice to be back here at the Padaan People's Center. Dito po sa Balanga in Bataan. Just the second time this season, although itong One Bataan Risers, they've defended their home court 5 times. 3 in Orion, Bataan. They will go up against Davao Occidental later in our main game. Muli po Ken Pangalinan with Sedelf Tupas, and at courtside we have Miss Mika Abesamis. And itong Bulacan di rin papadaig dito, still just down by 11 points heading into the fourth and final period. Magsisimula ang San Juan dito sa ating penultimate quarter with Sabandal, Ugnatan, Gamboa, Galinato, and Nico Panganiban. 3-point shot plus a foul for Joem Sabandal. Quarter scoring natin, you're seeing here, medyo lumayo lang yung San Juan in the second period, pero first and third, parehong dikit lang.
31 points in that third quarter. Yeah, action really picking up in that third period. Ang bilis ng palitan ng scoring, but opening the fourth quarter here, Joem Sabandal unable to complete the 4-point play. Sayang yun.
14-point lead. Aaron Acop, almost. Panganiban, transition opportunity, but did not find the right angle for that layup. Medyo off target lang para kay Reyes yung pasa doon ni Aaron Acop. 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
And this is the 3-ball galing kay Sabandal. Actually had to gather himself. Medyo nasa kanan niya yung pasa. Hindi pa sa shooting pocket niya, kaya medyo mahirap pa yun.
Sabandal with 11 points. To go along with 4 assists.
Ganda rin yung pinapakita ni Joem.
Gamboa beating his defender off the bounds. Counted plus a foul.
And one of the moves that, every stretch 4 or a wingman has in his bag, that rip through. Right there, ang bilis ng paglipat dun sa kanan ni Arvin Gamboa for that finish.
It's a great move of the game, born for greatness. Arvin Gamboa at the line for Mapua University. Supply nga lang, pero 16 na puntos na ang lamang dito ng San Juan Knights. Humawas laban kay Ugnatan. Series of pump fakes, mga Ugnatan just standing his ground.
Hindi umubra kay Papa Ray yung galaw na yun.
At bola na tapik palabas ng San Juan. Turnover against the Knights. This is Humawas with the basket plus a foul. Gino Humawas helping Marlon Monte in the scoring department here in the fourth quarter. Able to will that one through over Arvin Gamboa.
Sinamahan pa si Marlon Monte, but Gino Humawas just relentless on that drive.
So Humawas, chance for a 3-point play. And baba sa 13 points ang kalamangan dito ng San Juan. Galinato, susugod, switching hands in mid-air but just couldn't finish. Akop to Marlon Monte against Arvin Gamboa. Monte can't complete it. San Juan on the attack. Galinato, they don't have the numbers, but Panganiban puts it up anyway, left it short. Ball tracked down by Marlon Monte. Sila naman ang tatakbo dito. Monte, great setup job. Humawas though, got blocked from behind. Bola bagyan nawala kay sa bandal. Recovers. Libre si Galinato for that 2 points.
And lead back up to 15 after that wild sequence. A mad scramble. Kita mo si Marlon Monte, nakuha niya yung loose ball. Alam mo yung si Marlon Monte, Ken, the way he plays and the way he scores the basketball. Alam mo yung kasama mo sa opisina na yung iba kasi talagang hard worker eh. Ito, namimili ng oras kung kailan siya tatrabaho. Kaya so yun, the economy of movement, kumbaga, iba work hard, ito work smart.
Oo, piling-pili. Sukat na sukat.
Pero effective. Effective pa rin. Kumbaga kung output-based tayo, ano talaga siya? Magsha-shine talaga siya.
Oo. Pero ito, turnover against San Juan again. So Bulacan, di pa nalalayo dito. Just 15 points down. Humawas to Monte. Attacks. Can't get it to go. Gamboa tracks it down for the Knights.
3 on 2 again.
Hugnatan. The floater will drop.
Grabe yung takbuhan ng San Juan. Ang hirap makasabay.
3 minutes gone by here in the fourth period. Akop can't create some space but got bailed out with that reach in by Sean Jackson.
Able to outsmart Jackson there on that spin move. Papa Ray needs a break. Si Ubalde na yung pinasok dito. 17 points ang lamang ng San Juan dito.
Itong free throw na ito, atid sa atin ng Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Supply, yung unang free throw ni Aaron Akop. Medyo bumaba na yung free throw shooting dito ng Bulacan. Earlier, they were 6 out of 8. Now 9 of 15, 60% clip.
I'd like to give a quick shout out kay Vince Villaruz na nanonood ngayon. Si Master JK, John Calles of the Sarangani Gripper ang nagpapabati sa'yo. Nag-enjoy ka ng laro natin. May dalawa pa mamaya. Magagandang laban din yun.
Sean Jackson with the left-handed scoop.
And not much resistance again defensively for the Bulacan Kuyas.
Humawas fires from the outside. One and done by Bulacan. In transition now are the Knights. Pinit bit. And the layup is good for Ken Villapando. 20-point lead now for the San Juan Knights. Foul whistled on Villapando as Sumido made his move. We have a timeout requested by Coach Terence Reyes.
Could have dunked that Villapando, but still 2 points para sa kanya. Laki na ng lamang, 81-61. Timeout muna tayo.
Check out our fan outfit of the game brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. And we're back here at the Bataan People's Center. First game of our Friday triple header. By the way, Marlon Monte already has eclipsed his career high in the MPBL, established back in the 4th season. That was on October 10 of 2022. Naglaro pa siya for QC.
Yeah, and then he missed the last 2 seasons before returning this season.
So 23 points against Laguna. That was his previous career high. Now he has 24 points and a challenge. And by the San Juan Knights, Coach Alex Angeles challenging the call. Will be right back for the result.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul.
Successful challenge by Coach Alex Angeles.
Everything seems to be going right for the Knights. Nobody doing a terrific job staying in front of Umawas. Hindi kumagat sa fake. And then, nandun na siya, all ball.
No, masakit. Pinagkait ng block eh.
Kaya nga.
Block shot dapat yon kay Joseph Ubalde.
I think that will count as a block.
Ah, okay. John Jackson.
They're banging bodies in mid-air. Silang dalawa ni Celso.
Shots coming up for Sean Jackson. 5:43 left here in the 4th period. Si Coach Terence naman ang may hiling ng challenge dito. On that last foul call on Joseph Celso, magbabalik kami para sa resulta ng challenge na yan.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Bigo, si Coach Terence sa kanyang pag-challenge doon.
There's a lot of contact there. Well, Celso encouraged him to make a challenge, but sabi nga natin, hindi lang sa katawan yung contact, pati sa kamay.
The 2 free throws for Sean Jackson. Special deal from MonixBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Just after this one, maglalaban naman ng Ilagan Isabela Cowboys and the Imus Brotherhood.
Dito na yung Imus Brotherhood kanina pa. Tapos yung Ilagan, nandito na rin.
Oo. Sumido, susugod.
Got blocked from behind by Villapando. And again, numbers for San Juan.
Ubalde casually making that shot from underneath.
6 na puntos para dito kay Mr. Homegrown Joseph Ubalde.
Ano to di ba? Dubai legend.
Legend sa lahat ng bagay.
Marlon Espiritu able to score. Well, Bulacan made a good account of themselves, especially in the first 3 quarters. Pero San Juan just throwing their weight around. Joseph Ubalde though can't score.
That was a nice getaway already.
Si Monte patuloy na sumusugod. Pwede pang dagdagan yung kanyang career high output. Actually, is closing in on a double-double, 24 points and 9 rebounds.
No, meron din siyang 5 assists. Ibang klase yung pinapakita ni Marlon Monte.
All around. Perfect pa from the free throw line.
And I think it's come to a point that the game has really slowed down for him. Parang dati, because he was young and very eager to prove himself. Minsan nagmamadali siya. Ngayon, hindi mo na nakikita yan sa kanya. No? It's more of the economy of movement and being efficient.
84-64. The pass down low to Joseph Ubalde. Bola na agaw. Monte gets it to Marlon Espiritu. Laban kay Villapando. Great cut. Celso just off his leg. Ganda rin ng pagtatapik doon ni Sean Jackson.
Jackson, great awareness defensively. He caught Celso doon sa blind side niya, preventing the 2 points. No? Libreng-libre na si Joseph Celso doon.
Ubalde up top. Sean Jackson papunta kay Ken Villapando. Villapando sidestep, lost control of the basketball. Jackson spins around Sumido at nakakuha ulit ng foul.
Jackson slipped there for a while. San Juan holding its breath. That's the way that Jackson slipped, looked dangerous. But he's okay, he's fine, and 2 free throws para na naman sa kanya.
One of their athletic wings. Ito si Sean Jackson.
May 6 na puntos na yan si Sean Jackson.
Under 4 minutes left here in the 4th.
And his presence will come in handy.
Oo.
Particularly when they reach the playoffs. He can guard, some of the better wing players dun sa kabilang team.
Lalo, hindi pa nila nakakalaban yung Abra. Pampanga. And their lone loss against Nueva Ecija, obviously.
And that was a tight game as well up until the final 2 minutes.
Marlon Monte with 25 points. Continues to be perfect at the line, 6 of 6.
26 points para kay Marlon Monte. What a night for him. We're seeing some veterans coming to the fore with their offensive performances, back to back na araw na. Monte ngayon, kagabi si JR Quinyahan with 31 points.
There's just something about guys coming in midway in the season. Si Kuya JR talagang pinatayo tayo kagabi.
Ang daming nabigla. Actually nag-trending si Kuya JR.
Oo nga.
Ang daming ang daming mga posts ng mga content creators sa social media. Buti na lang, kinikredit naman nila yung MPBL na video. Okay? Please lang pag ginagamit nyo yung MPBL na video, mag-credit naman kayo kahit papano. Because that is the pag-aari ng MPBL, ang clip na yan.
Espiritu with a long 2-pointer.
All over, but the final score here.
Uy! Offensive foul laban kay Joseph Ubalde.
Legal pick.
Wala sa eksena si Marlon Espiritu doon. Man, 15 of his 31 points in that 4th quarter.
Yan, si JR Quinyahan. Hindi lang nila natapos
And a lot of those well-challenged shots, especially in the 4th. Si Kuya Ping pa, yung bantay niya doon.
Lahat ng halos na nilagay na bantayan siya. iniskoran niya eh.
Oo.
When you have a 6'6 guy, 6'7 who has that unlimited range, talagang ang hirap bantayan yan. Patuloy pa rin dito yung Bulacan, not giving up despite a 19-point lead by San Juan. They continue to push.
Yun ang may gusto mo ngayon sa Bulacan eh. Kasi yung simula, yung average margin of their losses, napakalaki. Yung ngayon, at least they've been competitive for 3 quarters at least. As a 3-point shot knocked down by Gino Humawas.
Well, I tell you, if this lineup was already available sa start ng season, I don't see them having just 2 wins.
Yeah.
And probably they might be right around 4 to 5 wins by now dito sa North Division.
Humawas. Sumido. Dami din nawala sa kanila. Sumido still stayed with the team and is actually their leading scorer. JC Cuellar got fouled. For San Juan moving forward. Again, very winnable games yung next 2. Although syempre hindi rin naman sigurado yan. But isa talaga sa binabantayan nila is that matchup against the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. And JC Cuellar able to hit the first free throw.
This is going to be a fun wind-up to the season, Ken,
Yeah.
for all of us. And I think in 8 days' time, we're going to be seeing Abra against Nueva Ecija.
Oh, lapit-lapit na yun. On July 12 in Palayan City. 77 seconds remaining. Monte, may pagkakataon na ma-break na yung kanyang career high. Actually, his career high was when he was with Nueva Ecija. He had 27 points.
So hindi yung 23.
Hindi pala yung 23. 27 points. Meron pala siya with Nueva Ecija. 7 of 7 at the line.
Marlon Monte. What a night for him. 28 points. And he's doing it against one of the better defensive teams in the league, in the San Juan Knights.
2 for 2. 9 of 9 shooting from the free throw line. And considering ang hirap na shumot dito sa rim dito sa BPC. Very impressive despite this impending loss.
You can't fault Marlon Monte for this loss really because of the way he performed tonight.
Sean Jackson hit a free earlier. Knocks another one down.
Ang gandang laro na to para kay Sean Jackson, pang kumpiyansa, no? 13 points na siya. Maybe just an opportunity for him to integrate himself into that San Juan rotation. Look out, Jackson!
Great display there of athleticism by Sean Jackson.
Kala ko, dadakdak.
Yan nga eh.
Yan eh. Kasi that's a 2-foot takeoff right there.
Also credit his composure. Nakita niya gaining on him was J.R. Sumido. Was able to adjust. Napangiti si Kuya Marlon. 29 puntos.
Yeah, it just amazes me how he was able to, get those 29 points. And there, he gets an offensive rebound.
A double-double.
Oh.
29 points, 10 rebounds.
That will do it though.
Jackson, short. Well, San Juan will not hit the century mark, but it does not matter because they get their 7th straight victory at the expense of the Bulacan Cuyas, who gave a valiant effort, especially in the first 3 quarters, but too much firepower para dito sa San Juan Knights.
The Knights tying Abra at 2nd spot sa North Division. And really really just where they were in control, probably right in the middle of the first period, and the rest of the way, it was one-way traffic para dito sa San Juan. But gotta give credit to Marlon Monte. We're finishing with a game-high 29 points, pero ang ating best player of the game, Dexter Marquez, really impressive double-double of 18 points and 13 rebounds. Just, when he is in the vicinity, talagang he was the first to the loose balls. Ito si Dexter Marquez, and of course yung kanyang importanteng baskets, giving San Juan that separation that they needed to overcome itong Bulacan.
Best player of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Final score po natin, 97-75, San Juan prevailing over Bulacan. Let's go courtside to Miss Mika Abesamis.
Maraming salamat. Congratulations, Dex. Isa na namang double-double performance. Ang nakita talaga namin dito yung offensive rebounds mo. 10 points ka rin sa third quarter, pero binigyan talaga kayo ng Bulacan ng napakagandang laban. Credit kay Monte. Kumusta ka? At kumusta yung experience mo sa larong ito?
Hindi rin sila sumusuko, kaya nung hanggang third, dumidikit pa rin sila. So, ginawa lang namin yung trabaho namin na trabaho ng mabuti sa loob ng court.
Napag-usapan mo yung paggawa ng trabaho. Sabi nga ni Coach Alex, binubuo nyo talaga yung chemistry nyo ngayon, lalo na at may mga bagong addition kayo. Kumusta si Aldrich at si JC sa practices nyo?
Ayun, nag-gel na kami. May mga pasahan na kami. Hindi namin alam kung sino yung i-score. So, galing sa assist lahat yung mga scores namin. So, we play as a team talaga.
Maraming salamat. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Unang-una, nagpapatingin kami kay Lord sa panalong ito. At napasalamatan ko yung asawa ko, nanonood lagi. Mga anak ko, kay Sander, happy birthday pala. Yung mga pinsan ko, biyanan ko, parents ko, and si Francis and JD, tsaka yung Biana eatery nila. And salamat kanina Senator Jinggoy Estrada, Boss Monching Talisayon, Boss James Go, Boss Dennis Abela, Go for Gold, Jeremy Go, 6'9 Pong Bar, Abela Industries, 1914 Athletics, JSU Amosup, and kay Pastor Ferdy. Yun lang.
Maraming salamat. It's nice to see a smile on Dex Marquez's face once in a while. This player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Ken and Sidel.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Susunod na ang laban ng Ilagan, Isabela at Imos sa ating second game of our Friday triple header. Kaya huwag kayong aalis dahil magbabalik pa ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.